Welcome back to News Now. I'm Jon Prosapio, and my guest today is Stephen Bolyai. Mr. Bolyai, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on. Mr. Bolyai is the Vice President for Administration and Finance at William Paterson. In his position, Mr. Bolyai is responsible for all financial and administrative decisions of an annual $225 million operating budget. Welcome to the show once again. Now let's start off. Our first question is, you were one of the driving forces of the brand new University Hall on campus. Tell us a little bit about the building, what's going on there.
Well, it's a great building, and I appreciate you saying that I was one of the driving forces, but it's a collaboration with the academic folks in deciding what we needed to do for the building. I just helped build it. And it's a great building. Hopefully you've seen the building, you've walked through the building. We're at the grand opening. It's a building that it's 80,000 square feet, houses the departments of nursing, public health, and communications disorders. But it's also a building for all students, not just the science majors, because it's got 16 general purpose classrooms. It's got numerous study spaces, cubby holes for collaboration between students and faculty. And it's designed to allow a lot of natural light in. It's a beautiful looking building, and it's a great addition to the campus.
Back in 2012, New Jersey voters went to the booth, and they had the option to vote on the Building Our Future Bond Act. That Act passed, and here we are now, 2016. Looking back, how has that act benefited William Paterson?
Well, it's significant because it had been about 20 years since the last time there was any capital money provided to the universities. Out of that $750 million, which was allocated to both public and private universities in the state, we received $30 million specifically for University Hall. To put it in the context, if we had to borrow that $30 million, it was a $40 million project. We put up $10 million. State gave us $30. If we had to borrow that $30 million, it would cost us the university about $1.5 million a year for 30 years to pay that back. Put it even closer to what a student pays in tuition and fees. That $1.5 million translates to about $150 per student every year for 30 years. So it's a significant savings. So it's I have to thank the voters of New Jersey for approving it, because it really made a huge impact on this campus. We've
seen how a facility can help enhance students' learning. Things like smart boards come to our studio here. It's another example.
Yep.
What advantages are these new classrooms going to have?
Well, it's state-of-the-art, particularly for the science departments that teach there. The specialized labs, they simulate all the different types of environments that a nursing student will face after they graduate. There are the mannequins that simulate the types of diseases and activities that a patient would be involved in with a nursing student. But as I said before, it's not just for those disciplines. It's a general purpose classroom building. Every classroom, every little nook and cranny study space has the best technology that we could buy today. So it's really a state-of-the-art building that can be enjoyed by the entire campus.
It's election season, so naturally you hear a lot of topics come up. One of those topics that's hot, you heard Leonardo DiCaprio speak about it in his Oscar acceptance speech, is environmental impact. What measures has William Paterson done to reduce their carbon footprint here?
Well, I've always been a believer that we as a human race are stewards of this planet, and one of the ways you do that is by protecting the environment. And I've been fortunate in my position with the help of staff, professional staff, and as well as community groups, student groups, such as the William Paterson Green Team. And we've kind of done things that have moved us along in that direction. The solar panels that we still have one of the largest solar arrays in the country for any university or college. So far it's generated 1.3 million watts of electricity, which equals us not having to burn 10 million pounds of coal. That reduces the carbon footprint. We generate about 1,000 tons of trash 26% of it gets recycled. So we've done a lot. Yeah.
Very good. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Once again, I'd like to thank my guest, Stephen Bolyai. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
And stay right there. Don't you touch that remote. When we come back, we'll have a lot more, including entertainment, weather, and sports. You're watching NewsNow.